Have you ever felt like you're running on empty no matter how much sleep you get or how many breaks you take? Like you're stuck on a treadmill that's speeding up and you just can't get off? Ugh, you were not alone. Burnout has become an epidemic. And today we're going to talk about why it's happening and how you can finally break free. Welcome back to the Burnout Fairy podcast, where burnout meets boundaries, self care is sacred, and rest is our rebellion. Let's jump in. So, every day we are bombarded by constant demands, emails, deadlines, social pressures, and that nagging voice in our head saying, do more, be more. It's exhausting. And no matter how hard we push, it never feels like enough. We wake up tired, we go to bed stressed, we feel disconnected from our bodies, from our purpose, even from joy itself. I know this feeling because I've been there. I remember a time when burnout wasn't just a word, it was my reality. I'd hit snooze a million times just to avoid facing another day of overwhelm and deadlines and a job that I hated, a life that I just wanted to completely dissociate from. I'd feel a pit in my chest every Sunday night, just dreading the week ahead. And I kept thinking, like, how is this just my life? Like, how did I get here? This is not what I envisioned for myself. And it's not. It doesn't have to be. So the real tragedy of burnout is that it creeps in so quietly. We normalize the exhaustion. We wear it like a badge of honor. This was me. Workaholism was a portrait of pride on my body. I was so proud of coming into the office at 4 a.m., not leaving the office until 6 or 7 o'clock at night. And then I go to graduate school in the evening. And I also had all these other tasks and responsibilities that I did. It was insanity. And I wore it like a badge of honor. But deep down, it's not sustainable. Something has to change and we know it. Yet, like me, we feel stuck and we're unsure of where to even begin. So, how did we get here? How did we get here? So, why are so many of us burnt out? Burnout is a modern epidemic, especially among high achieving women, and it's rooted in several deep interconnected factors. First, cultural conditioning and hustle culture. We live in a world that glorifies productivity, constant striving, being on all the time. And many women are conditioned to believe that their worth is tied to how much they accomplish and how much they give to others or how well they perform. Does anyone else remember perfect attendance? Like, what is even that? Oh my gosh, you didn't get sick, or you came in when you were sick and therefore making other people sick? Ridiculous. This relentless drive often pushes us past healthy limits to people pleasing and perfectionism. High achievers often struggle with perfectionism and the desire to meet everyone else's expectations. The pressure to be everything to everyone at home in relationships, it's exhausting and unsustainable. Number three is chronic stress without recovery. So we're designed to handle short bursts of stress, like, holy shit, there's a fucking tiger. I need to get away from that tiger right now. Not, oh my God, this email has got me spinning. What's my boss going to think? Am I going to lose my job? I can't sleep through the night because somebody said something. whatever. Modern life keeps us in a chronic state of fight or flight, and we don't have enough time or practices to slow down to regulate our nervous systems, like rest, play, or connection to nature. And then the stress compounds into burnout. Every time you get a stressful email, and then it's followed by another, and then it's followed by another. When the tiger would chase us, we would get away from the tiger or we would kill the tiger. I'm sorry, tiger. I love you, tiger. I don't really mean to kill my metaphorical tiger, but there would be some kind of afterwards, a space to rest. We got away from the tiger. We eliminated the tiger, except in my metaphorical tiger that lives forever. It's something that we would eat afterwards or feast or we would celebrate. We would hug our loved ones. How often are you doing that at work after there's some stressful thing and you're having like a group hug with your coworkers? One, that may not be appropriate. Two, if you're a remote or virtual worker, that's not really possible unless you have cats, exhibit A. And that is not something our culture has conditioned us is acceptable or welcome. So the stress becomes burnout. Number four is we are disconnected from natural cycles. Many of us are out of sync with natural rhythms like seasonality, or for women, like our hormonal cycle, the cycles of seasons and the natural ebbs and flows of our own energy. We're expected to produce at the same pace year round, even though our bodies and our minds crave periods of rest and renewal. Number five, emotional suppression. In a culture that values logic and productivity, that values the mind and thinking and everything above the neck, emotions like grief, anger, and sadness are often seen as inconvenient or weak. Suppressing these emotions can lead to stored tension in the body, emotional fatigue, and eventually burnout. Number six, a lack of boundaries. Without clear boundaries, it's easy to take on too much, whether that's at work, in family roles, or socially. Saying yes when we really mean no drains our energy and creates resentment. I know boundaries is a personal weakness of mine, at least in my past. And this goes along with being prideful of doing so much or doing too much. If there's no such thing as doing too much, then there's no space for no when you need to use a no. It's always more and bigger and better. Number seven, disconnection from the body. We've been taught to ignore our body signals like tiredness, hello, coffee addiction, caffeine addiction, hunger, hello, diet pills, and eating too small meals, or emotional discomfort. Take a pill for that, push through it, fix your medication. Oh my gosh, how many terrible, terrible, shamey things have people said to other people in order to deny the needs of the body? We do this so that we can keep pushing through. This disconnect makes it harder to know when we need to slow down, rest, or take care of our bodies and ourselves. Your feelings, your needs are completely valid. Completely valid. Number eight, information overload and digital burnout. We are constantly bombarded with notifications, demands for attention, information. It's absolutely nonstop in the world that we live in. And the digital pace of life makes it harder to find moments of stillness and true disconnection. When was the last time you were in a waiting room and you didn't look at your phone? When was the last time? I would love to encourage you the next time you have to wait for more than 5 minutes, find a point on the wall, or maybe do a meditative practice or a breathwork practice. Do something different, or even read a book. What do you usually do? A lot of people will scroll the news or social media or flip through social media. Be curious about what you do when you have spaces of stillness. Don't have any judgment. Just observe. Just observe and be curious about how you interact with stillness and moments of quiet. Healing burnout means slowing down, reconnecting with your body, honoring your natural energy cycles, and building practices that restore instead of deplete. Breath work, mindful movement, somatic healing, setting compassionate boundaries, and embracing rest are all powerful ways to start. Does any of this feel like it's speaking to your experience? Or is there a particular area you're struggling with right now? I'd love to hear from you. And if you're looking for a safe and nurturing space, I would love to invite you to my Breathwork Club, an hour of fucking relief. It's literally in the title, What It Is I Desire for You, an hour of fucking relief. It is 1 hour once a month. We go through a live transformative breathwork session. The theme changes from month to month, but those are invitational. You could take it or leave it. I am a choose your own adventure fan. And then we have journaling prompts to support your experience throughout the rest of the month in between. I'd love to see you there, and thank you until next time.